Hey guys, I have filmed for the first time in like 2 weeks. I know. And it's of this look. So it's long, it's chatty, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, if you want to watch how I got this glorious look, find out what lipstick this is, then just keep watching, because you're gonna be in for a treat. Grab the popcorn, grab the wine. Let's do this. Hi guys, I haven't really filmed in a while, and I wanted to sit down and kind of, you know, do a look using the new Too Faced White Peach palette. We're gonna do a look using this today. And just kind of wing it, because I never know like what I'm gonna do until I do it. So yeah, let's go. So I'm gonna prime my eyes using this here CoverGirl Lid Lockup eyeshadow primer. It's really good. I talked about it before. I want to just set that eyeshadow primer using just a regular old brush, and I'm setting it with my Peach Perfect matte setting powder from Too Faced. Alright, so I'm taking this brush from ColourPop. It's a fluffy blending brush in this new Too Faced White Peach palette, and I think I'm gonna go in with Peach Sorbet here, this one right here, and set that as my crease and transition color. And I'm just blending that upward toward the brow bone in the crease area, and taking my time to, you know, lightly build the color up. I like to go in really lightly and build my color up slowly and over time. Sure, yeah, it takes a little longer, but I think that it works better. You don't have to correct as many mistakes or end up with botched eye looks. I'm gonna take this same brush. I'm gonna dip into this shade here. It's called Peach Suede. With the same brush, I don't know if I said that or not. And just build up the color I want. So I've decided that I want to do like a peachy and like purple kind of look using my new Pure Glittery eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna do a halo eye and stick that like in there. Or I might do a half cut crease, I can't decide yet. But let's get the purple added and go from there. So I think I'm gonna start with this ColourPop palette, Element of Surprise. Let's see, what color do I wanna use? This one, I think I'm gonna use this one. Silk Street, to get some purple added. And I'm going to use a Luxie 205 taper blending brush to slowly add that purple color a little bit below that transition color we've already laid down. Oh wow. I got this palette when it originally like launched, and I haven't used it yet, so. Pretty good. It's a really pretty purple. It definitely goes well with that peachy color from the White Peach palette that we've already laid down. I think I'm gonna end up doing a half cut crease, because this is blended up quite a bit farther than I actually anticipated. It's fine. I just start applying in the outer part of my lid, and I like to do circular motions and bring it toward the inner corner. and then slowly start, you know, moving upward into the crease, and then go back and forth between windshield wiper. Whoa, the wind is insane right now. Anyway, so I like to do windshield wiper motions when I'm trying to come inward toward the inner corner of the eye and blend it, because I really want the focus in the most product to be on the outer corner. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking this Morphe M518 brush with no product on it, and kind of clean up the ends. And so this is kind of like a diffuser, I guess. I'm kind of diffusing the color. I call it an eraser mode. And just kind of start adding that in the outer part of my eyeball, like we did with that other color from the pressed powder palette. Yum. So now I'm taking that Morphe 518 brush and just kind of continuing to blend these colors. Alright, let's close Daddy back up here and figure out what we're gonna do next. I don't know. Alrighty, gonna go back in with the white peach palette here, and in this shade, which is called On the Grill, and start kind of deepening up the outer areas of the eye. And I'm kind of going right back over where we laid Daddy and deepening the color here up. I mainly use this brush here to lay the color down and go back in and blend. I'm going to be using that 433 Morphe brush here that we were using to apply Daddy, and we're just going to kind of buff it in. And this takes a little bit for me because, like I said, I like to lightly apply the color instead of going ham and, you know, making a mess. So yeah, back in with that blending brush here. I'm kind of just wiggling my brush back and forth really lightly over all those colors because I don't really want to disturb the colors that we laid down before, but at the same time I want to blend the dark shadow that we've just laid down. So we've kind of got this going on, and it's looking really nice. So again, I'm going to dip in with that dark cool tone brown from the white peach palette, and then just start really intensifying the deepness here and slowly bring in this Joker up kind of into my crease like so. I'm just dragging that color like that. Go back in with our handy dandy 433 brush. And I'm kind of holding it where see how it's kind of like flat, and it's tapered. So I'm using it this way, you know, to get in here and blend. So that's kind of what the eyes look like after blending. Hopefully they look even. You never know. I'm gonna go back in with this ColourPop fluffy brush, and with peach sorbet and peach suede to clean up a little bit at the top of all that purple. I'm not really going ham in there, just want to get that original transition color back before we cut this crease and intensify the look some more. Let's cut our crease. So the concealer I'm going to use to cut my crease is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this concealer and put it on the back of my hand so that I can easily dip it to start cutting out my crease. And I use as little practice as I can, and like I said, I build it up. That's what I do. I try to add enough concealer to this particular area, see, that when I close my eye, I can see my outline of where my cut crease needs to come up to. See right here? Alright, so you put it here on the bottom part of your eyelid, and then you open your eye and kind of like look down. Yeah. And you can see right here, that's your mark of where like you need to make sure your concealer gets to. We've applied the concealer, and where it meets our dark shade, I'm just lightly tapping that area because we're gonna be blending, you know, the darker color back into this area. So I'm just kind of moving that darker color inward over that concealer just to make the transition look a little more seamless. So there you go. I'm gonna do my other eye and I'll be right back. I think I'm gonna go in with, again, this Pure Cosmetics glitter. This one is in Queenie, so it's like a gold color. It's really pretty. I'll swatch it here on the back of my hand for you guys. It has a little spatula applicator. Here's a swatch. It's gorgeous. Let's swatch the other ones while we're at it. This one is Namaslay. Alright, here is Lust. This one's like a cranberry. And the last one that I got, OMG. We have Queenie here. We have Namaslay, the rose gold. We have, what is that red one again? I cannot remember. Lust. This one here is Lust, and then this one is OMG. But I'm going to be using Queenie today. Alright. Let me just make sure she shook up good enough. They say that these can be used as, you know, an eyeshadow or an eyeshadow base or a lid topper. So they're pretty versatile and you can use them in many ways, which I think is really cool. And yeah, I wore this one on my inner corner to work Sunday, and it was popping, y'all. It was popping. It was so pretty. I was really impressed. Alright, so we're gonna apply that. I'm actually just gonna use the applicator that it comes with and my finger. I feel like that's sometimes the best method. And by using our finger, I feel like you can activate the glitters to pop a little bit more than you could if you were to use like a brush. I feel like brushes sometimes can make the glitter like flake away. So yeah, so I've got that applied, and again I opened my eye and it went up to that perfect spot with the concealer, and I'm just patting this in. I'm really loving it. But now it's time to kind of blend our outer part of our eye. Then I go back into this palette, the Element of Surprise, and back in with Silk Street, which is this shadow here. Okay. I'm now gonna go back into our White Beach palette. Go back in with On the Grill. So now I'm just kind of tapping on, like I did that purple, the color up and over. Yeah, you can see the little glitter particles coming out. It's okay because it's beautiful. And I think anything that has glitter is gonna have some amount of fallout. It doesn't matter what form or method or consistency or whatever. You're gonna have some fallout. So just don't think that there's any glitter that's completely fallout proof. That's fake news, because there's no glitter that's completely fallout proof. There just isn't. I'm gonna go back in with Daddy. And you guessed it, on my same brush, and do the same thing that we did with the other colors. Alrighty, taking another Colourpop shadow. This one is Whittle. Such a cute name, because I used to call my son Logan Little Logue, and he could never say little. He still has trouble with his L's and stuff like that, but he would be like, Little Logue. And so this one, I definitely had to get it, but it's really pretty. This one is an ultra glitter. Look how pretty it is. I think it'll go really good right here as like a transition between our, look at that, holy moly, I just barely tapped my finger in there. Let's swatch that. Where are we gonna do it at? Swatch it there. Oh, it's a little bit more sheer than I had anticipated. Let's do a pretty proper swatch. I don't know, it looks better on my finger than it does swatched here. It's fine, I'm using it. And I'm gonna apply it on my finger so maybe it'll look better. So anyway, over where we applied the brown from the White Peach palette and the purple, the Daddy, I'm just patting Whittle to kind of mesh everything together here. So everything looks pretty good and blended that way. Colourpop shadows can be tricky to work with, especially these Super Shocks. They apply best with your finger, but it's really hard. Our fingers aren't really small enough to get up in there and do the damn blending that they need. And then if you get in there with a brush, you knock it away a little bit. Right, so I'm just taking my same handy dandy Morphe 433 brush and just sweeping over what we just laid down. And I like that. Look at that. I think it's so pretty. Sometimes I shock myself with what I do, especially because I don't go in with like a game plan. I want to go in with a black liner to kind of intensify the darkness of our outer corner here, and I need to kind of do my tight line, my waterline. So this is the Tarte Sex Kitten liner. It's really creamy and super black, which I love, and a black liner, and I love that it can be rolled up and retracted. I don't like the pencils that I have to sharpen because the sharpeners don't always sharpen evenly, and so either with the wood pencils you're left with like pieces of wood and they'll scratch your friggin' eye. And the plasticky kinds too, I mean, like when you have to sharpen them, like the Colourpop lip liners, it doesn't like sharpen, like the blade for the sharpeners just aren't sharp enough to make sure that that's smooth, and you end up like scratching the shit out of yourself, and I fucking hate that. So I'm definitely a fan of retractable liners like so, and I like this one because it's so creamy and so black. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that black liner to my tight line. Forgive me, I'm gonna look like an idiot for a second. I don't care. See how pretty that looks? Like how different this eye looks than that one? You wouldn't think it would make that much of a difference, but it actually kind of does. I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm going to go in with the On the Grill shade from the White Peach palette. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let me do the other eye. So I've got the shadow on with that brush on both eyes, and I'm just going to pat Whittle over top of that one more time just to be like my last finishing touch here. That's the eye look for now. I'm going to do the rest of my face, and then I'll bring you guys back in to do the lower lash line winged liner. Maybe. I haven't done it in forever. So, I don't know. I haven't made my mind. I'm not confident enough to make that decision at the moment. But yeah, I'll be right back after I've got the rest of my face put on. And then we'll do the lower lash line, pop on some highlighter, and lashes. And we're good to go. See you in a sec. Alright, so I'm back. I'm going to first dip into the ColourPop Element of Surprise palette that we use this purple shade here. Silk Street on the Luxie 205 brush, which we used in the beginning. I'm just dipping into that purple color, and I'm coming under my lower lash line here. And blending it under the eye like that. We want it to round up into our actual eye look up there. And I actually really like my looks to be blown out and smoky on the bottom. So if that's not your style or something that you like, no big deal. It's just what I like and prefer for myself. I'm just building that purple up. So yeah, you can see how that's looking so far. Okay, I'm just building this color and the intensity and blending it upward with the eye look here. Making sure that it's looking cohesive and put together and well blended. Yeah, I'm liking that. Now we're just gonna clean all those edges up a little bit with the brush we used to kind of blend. The brush with no product. I think it's got a little bit of product now from my diffuser brush, my eraser brush, and I'm just trying to diffuse that color outward and make it kind of look soft around those edges. And I'm coming up here and just kind of doing the same thing. Okay, kind of, yeah, I'm liking that. Just blend here some more. Blend my life away. Jumping back in with our white peach palette, I'm going to be taking Peach Sorbet, Peach Suede, and coming under the purple that we laid down. I'll probably regret this in a second, but creme de la peach. Let's just go for it. It looks quite bright. Oh no, I'm not regretting this at all. I like that. Just a tiny bit in that outer corner. Dip ever so lightly into on the grill. And don't love yourself. And the eye. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hold your breath for me. Cross your fingers. Cross your toes. I haven't done this in forever. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Just remember, slow and steady. And slow. Tip, when you do wing liner, you're gonna look ridiculous. I'm gonna look ridiculous right now, but it's easier if you tilt your head back. and make small, tiny strokes. Boom. Can you see that? I did good. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Ta-da! It looked pretty good. Pretty even. How about that? Okay. Yep, I'm satisfied. Satisfied. I'd be even more satisfied if I could find the lid to my liner. So, I made the great decision to arts it up a little. I'm using the NYX Vivid Brights liquid liner. I used the yellow one. And now I'm about to use Tarte's Eye Jewels in White Gold, which is the gold one. To go over the yellow. So I'm just gonna carefully, hopefully, go over this yellow. Do you see what I just did? Way to go, Steph. Way to go. It's fine. It's gonna have to be fun, right? So again, I'm going back in my White Peach palette and the shade Peach Ice, which is this pretty one here. All right, let's do this side. I like it. And bam. I'm using this Pure Bronze and Brighten palette that I got in my BoxyCharm box for this month. Check it out. Holy crap, right? I'm gonna go in with the highlight color here. And I use a Morphe brush for that. What is that, upside down? It might be. Yeah. The R31. I love this brush. It's been with me for a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna get my brush in that color and start putting it on. Look how pretty it is. Highlight is my favorite part. I love it. It really just awakens the face. It makes it look so healthy. Do you see it? Oh, it's gorgeous. So pretty. Come on my nose. My lips. Some more of my chin chin chin. It's really good, you guys. It's definitely one of my favorite highlighters, which says a lot, because like I said, I love them, so I've got a crap ton of them. Come up here, kind of hit up here really lightly, like so. See how pretty it is? I've been wearing this to work and like as my main highlighter for days. I'm gonna amplify it with some Fix Plus. You see it now? It's like perfect. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is the bomb. living for it. Last step before we put on mascara and lashes. Setting spray. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I'm just going to spray it all over my face. And just give it a second to dry. Look at that. We look healthy. We look radiant. We look fucking awesome. Alright. For mascara, I'm going in with the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara. Alright, just letting the lash glue dry a little bit and get tacky before we pop it on our eyeball. I will forewarn you, I'm not very good at this. So, I expect a hot mess express. Look a little more, you know, natural. I don't think you can look any, this is not natural. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? These lashes are so incredibly long. They're really pretty, but they're long. Normally I don't go this dramatic, but like I said, I didn't want to rummage through all my lashes. Going in with Jeffree Star's Santa Baby. Oh, what the fuck? And last but not least, I'm going in with this. It's in the shade Believe Me. Do you see that?